to The Hook,
where music and art come together.
with the people that created it. I'm Johni.
I'm Jess.
You're on The Hook. Every musician has a moment when something shifts, when music stops being something you like and becomes something you need. Today, we're sitting down with musicians who know exactly what that feels like. Joey Davis and TJ Peterson.
And we're not just talking about the music. We're talking about the obsession, the risk, the sacrifice, and the moment they got hooked.
One of the first things that we always love to ask was the exact moment you realized music had its hooks in you. Let's start with TJ.
I think the first time for me when it really hit me was probably when I went to my cousin's house. And when I was itty bitty. I was probably only 10, 12 years old, and he was playing, and he was doing some Randy Rhoads stuff and different things.
Nice.
And I was like, oh, well, there's the music part. I'm in all about that. But then when it came to the actual writing part, he was in the songwriting, and that was it. I enjoyed it. It was just fun playing and just letting loose.
I actually saw videos of you when you were little, I think, when I was looking for music and things about you.
It's probably there.
Yep, I loved it.
Yeah.
That's awesome you had the exposure. I mean, a lot of people don't. And so they have no idea what any of it's about. What about you, Joey?
I would say probably, I mean, I played a lot of music with my cousin too. I kind of related to TJ's answer. But my uncle had a band that called Copperhead, and he was out gigging like 4 nights a week or something. And it turned into like too much of a thing for him because he had a job, but I was only 15 at the time. So when he left the band, I kind of was like, let's see if I can just fill in that spot. And I don't know, just playing out in the bars. I think it was cool to be like a kid in the bars.
Yeah. Was
part of the lure of it. But I don't know, it probably all stems back to my adrenaline thing. I just want to get up there and try to do it.
Yeah. So wait, both of you, it was a cousin?
Oh.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I played a lot of music with my cousin. I said I started with, so I related to his answer, but it probably hooked me when I started to gig with my uncle. Because I played with him for about a year in his band or whatever, and then he kind of had to quit.
I saw you picking then too. I saw you. He was up there. I think you were 18? There's a video.
Something.
You
I had
are
taken
already
the band over
picking.
by then. I was probably. I think I was 15 or 16 when my uncle was like. It was like with his relationship and everything. It was like just time he had to stop. He had to make a choice, and he chose home and work.
Nice,
which is noble, I think.
So you haven't fought it. You've accepted this is your fate.
I mean, up until recently, I've always worked. It never seemed like I was going to figure out how to cover my bills with it. But the last couple of years, I've been doing all right. So
that's awesome. Well, I guess the natural question after that is, has anybody tried to talk you out of it? Either one of you guys.
Maybe a girlfriend.
I've had a lot of support from pretty much all the women in my life. I mean, like parents, it was like, you got to get a job and stuff.
Yeah.
But by the time I was doing music full time, I was 30. It's not like they were telling me to quit. By the time I quit my job, nobody was telling me not to quit,
Thank goodness.
I'd had enough of the work. I loved my job I had, the last thing I did, but I don't know, not like I love this.
We're going to go down a little bit of nostalgia road next. So, Joey, what was the actual first time you played in front of people?
Dang, I'd have to probably say 11 or 12 years old. My grandpa's band, probably.
That's cool.
Was probably the first. I was playing with my grandpa and uncle because they were in the band together way back. My grandpa passed when I was young.
Oh.
So what was your role?
Just strum the guitar and hope that no one turned my guitar up loud enough for anyone to hear it.
Amazing.
TJ, when do you remember the first time that you were on stage and was like, all right, this is it. I love it.
That was probably that video that you probably saw. I was about 17, and the band was a Floyd Eugene Turbo was the name of the band. And they literally had their vocalist get sick and quit. And so they didn't have anybody. And so I was like, okay. They said, come on out. We've heard you sing karaoke. We've heard you do different things. Like, come on out and try it out. 2 months later, they were like, hey, we got a show. Would you like to do it? We could turn it down. I was like, no, let's do it.
How hard was it to learn the music, though? I mean, that's a whole set of...
I've always, For me, it was different. Like I was never good at like math. I was never good at history. I was never able to do those things. But for some reason, like when it comes to like learning songs pretty quick, like never the technical stuff or nothing crazy, but the simplicity of just the song itself, like I could kind of get the hang of it. So it kind of worked out pretty good.
We need to link to that video in the episode notes.
I know.
Or on the website. Yeah.
Can we throw you in there as little kids?
People are going to want to see that.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. None of them on my YouTube, but you can find me if you search around. That stuff.
Y'all signed the waiver. You signed the waiver.
Now, I did read one thing, TJ, about your first guitar and where you got it.
Oh, so you're talking about the one I built.
Yes.
So I built my very first guitar in high school.
That's so amazing.
My dad and them were kind of against me playing when I was younger. It wasn't going to pay the bills, right?
Yeah.
You're going to need to get a job or do something that's going to do it. So I saved up every bit of lunch money I could. But in the process of me going to school while I was doing this, like one of my buddies had brought an electric guitar to school. And I just started measuring it out in shop class. I used nails for frets.
Oh, my gosh.
Like that thing played like horrible. It was the worst. Like one string could stay in tune. I got the pickups from behind an old music store in Appomattox, Virginia called Axis Music. And the pickups were broke. I mean, they were busted. But I got noise out of 3 strings on that thing.
Nice.
So that was
That's wild.
Cool.
A proud moment for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That definitely speaks to if you have a passion, that if there's a will, there's a way.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
So what was your first paid gig? Even if it was like $5, somebody's just like, good job.
For me, it was definitely those early Copperhead gigs with my uncle. I don't think I made anything back as far as when my grandpa was in the band, but I'd come out and make 40, 50, eventually 100. It just worked its way up.
Which was a lot of money for a young kid.
No bills,
You're just like, wow, I just made money playing music, something I love and have passion for. So that's chill. I love it. TJ?
Mine was never like any kind of like venue. It was always the private parties.
Yeah.
I was always the guy on the back of the tailgate. Here's throw your hat out there or throw this out there and just make some tips off of it and have some fun. And yeah, there was a lot of those.
I love the grumbling voices of both you guys.
Yeah.
I just love it.
We've been both singing for 2 days. We've been staying up at this art gallery. We've been writing for like 2 days now.
Yeah, Crossmill Arts, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and the atmosphere there seems like it was really good for writing and...
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I've never made a song happen anywhere else. It's the first place I ever wrote a song, and I've been playing music for 23 years now.
Wow, that's killer. Yeah, I've been there, and it is definitely a unique and fantastic place. We'll have to talk about that someday, Jess.
Did you ever have a moment where you were performing in front of people and like you just completely blew it?
Yeah, I can think of one really specific time that you can find online if you search around enough. But I had this at the time, me and my wife were living with my grandma, and it was like, she had gotten really sick, and so we thought she needed someone to live with her, but it kind of ended up not working that way. But I didn't have anywhere to practice. We just had like one room, and I was going all over the house trying to learn this song for a wedding, and everyone was bugging me. It was like a girl song they wanted me to do, so I had to make it my own a little bit, and it was for her walk down the aisle, and I did okay at best, and they share their wedding memories every year, and I'm just like, oh gosh, put a song over it.
Right?
So to this day, you're still like, oh.
Yeah, I wish they'd do another wedding so I could try again. I'd play it for free.
I think my husband would say there were just moments where he was so hammered he completely blacked out, and that's the drummers are crazier though usually, right?
Yeah, I'm glad I don't drink. I think just drugs for me.
Yeah. California sober. I love it.
California sober. I love that.
Let's jump here.
Yeah. So we kind of want to dive into the reality of being a musician, and you guys just chime in on this one. What's something people romanticize about being a musician that actually isn't true?
Probably the girls. I mean, girls talk to you and stuff about it, but it ends up being more dudes that want to know about your guitar or your gear. Or, like
Okay.
every hobby really ends up being for us dudes to like try to outdo each other, I think.
So they're not lined up after the show trying to get backstage.
Yeah, trying to see the pedal. This dude's trying to see my pedal board and ask how I did. How'd you get this tone for that song or something? And I'm like, always happy to talk about it.
What's the most addictive part?
I think it's just being able to just let loose. All the hard work that you put into it, is like, I think that's a lot of people don't really see that. There's a lot of work that goes into it behind the scenes. And then when you get to the stage and just end up, no matter how big or how small it is, that's the time to just be able to let loose and just have fun. And for me, that's like when I'm up there and I'm just doing my thing and just kind of escape out of reality for, hour, 3 hours, 3 minutes at a time. It's just something that you can't beat that to me. It's kind of like euphoric, you just the energy in the crowd, that whatever you're getting off of them, you kind of feel it all at once. And it could be just a small, just relaxing feeling, or it could be just a high energy off of it. But it's just, I enjoy that.
Love it.
Well, that's like one of my favorite Janis Joplin quotes. She says, I make love to 10,000 people every night, and then I go home alone. And to me, that is like so deep. So I guess my question would be, like, when you go home after playing all these people, because I mean, you put all your whole being out there on the stage when you're there and you're looking at all these faces. When you get home, are you just like shaking, or are you ready to just grab a bottle or
Dateline or
or I mean, do you sit quiet? So what is your finale?
It seems like for me, like the tour, if I'm out on tour, like it all just sort of blurs together. It's you play and then you're back in the bus by like 1 a.m. and you do your best to get to sleep by 3 or 4, just hanging and talking, and you wake up at the next venue and you start everything over again. But then when I get back, I'm always excited to just relax. I try to take a day to not do barely anything, just watch some TV with my wife or something. I don't know. It's always get back to my wife and dogs that I'm the most after.
Aww.
That actually leads me to a question for you, because you are doing some bigger tours now and some bigger stages. What has that kind of taught you that maybe the smaller gigs didn't?
There's definitely different ways you play on a big stage. I would say like everything doesn't always translate over like it would in a bar with like 2 regular size speakers versus being in a giant venue like a basketball court where everything's bouncing around. And you definitely have to play stuff more simple sometimes in order to put on a good show. I don't know. They both have their place. I think I would be really sad if I couldn't play any more of these big shows. And I also would be really sad. Like we're playing a bar tonight. I'd be really sad if I couldn't go and play like the small shows too, that a dozen people in front of you or 50 or whatever it happens to be. Those are really, I mean, they just remind me of where I started and I love doing them.
Oh, that's great. And you can connect more, I'm sure.
And they keep me from getting a real job between tours.
Right. Paying the bills. That's the utility bills right there.
And TJ, how do you have your finale at the end of the night?
Oh, man, that's pretty easy. Chocolate milk and hanging out with my dog.
There we go. That sounds
That's
perfect, actually.
Pretty much what I do every time.
So are you doing powder or syrup? Or are you actually buying
She
chocolate
said it, I'm
milk?
glad you finished it like that. I do the syrup. Yeah.
Okay, syrup guy.
I'm spoiled. My wife makes it now. She makes like a mason jar full of homemade chocolate syrup. It's like twice as good.
No way.
She gets like the Ghirardelli powder, and I don't know what she does. It goes on the stove, and at the end of it, I have some chocolate syrup.
So
She's like Mrs. Claus.
That's a good wife.
Yeah,
That's a
she's-
good wife.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's that and bread and butter and all. She makes everything. I'm totally blessed to have her.
Wow, that's cool.
What's your favorite meal that she makes or food?
Gosh, I don't know. I do think it's the honey wheat bread though. I love the bread she makes. I could almost just eat it plain, cold, right out of the bag.
Where do y'all live?
West Virginia.
Yeah.
If I could rent it at all, it almost would cover it. You know what I
Right.
mean? It would cover
Yeah.
itself.
100%.
My goodness.
All right, we'll talk offline about that.
And TJ, you're from Virginia.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
And what part? I can't
I'm
remember.
around Drake's Branch right now. Drake's Branch.
You are a Virginia boy.
Yeah, I travel around, do a lot of different things, but recently I've been in Virginia hanging out. Yeah.
Excellent. You have a new song called Monster. And when I first heard it, I was like, whoa, hold on. Is this TJ? Because I feel like it can really travel across all the platforms, the genre of music. I mean, it's basically a record company's dream.
The whole idea of me writing songs was not to limit myself, not to just stick to one genre. I think that a lot of artists, and, I don't mean to be any way. I think that when you limit yourself to writing, you kind of music's supposed to be any way, take it any way, shape, or form. So for me with Monsters, that song, I wasn't even going to record. That was for me. That song was one of mine that I kept to me. is something that reminded me of where I've been, what I've been through, and to keep going and not to go back down that road. I literally played it on TikTok when I was doing it, and I had a producer come through, and he was like, "What are you doing with this song?"
Yeah.
And he was like, I want to mix, produce this. And his name's Brian Rogers, and he's an amazing guy. Just ear on that boy is just epic. And he come back with me with that, with the music, the instrumental, and I put the words to it, and then he just mastered it. And it was just, impressed.
It's so good. You definitely have to listen to it.
So based on what you just said, I'm curious. This is totally off the cuff. What do you think of Beyonce's country song?
They're like,
Look,
I mean, she's doing her thing for sure. It's not for me, but so is 9 out of 10 things that you would bring up if you just started naming country stuff. I don't know it.
She got a lot of flack on it, and I teach a workout class, so I have like the Tabata version of it or whatever for my workout class, and that thing is jamming for a workout.
nice.
Jamming.
Right.
So I know she got a lot of flack, but I kind of feel it now.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. The people that'll get on there and say it's terrible are just haters. The same as,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people just will say everything in country's bad, and they just can't. It's just not their thing, and that's for me. The Beyonce thing's just not for me.
Yeah.
I liked her Beyonce stuff better than her country stuff.
I think the feeling of music, like I said, just if somebody's out there writing and doing their own thing, let them do their thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're limitless. Like if somebody's you take Hardy or any of them, just because they're really good at writing country, but they want to expand their, music and platform or whatever and go to like rock or rap. I think it only makes you better in the experiences anyway. And me personally, I don't listen to Beyonce. But at the end of the day, if they're doing country, that's pretty amazing. A lot of artists are only sticking to themselves. So, that's pretty cool.
That's how I see it too. Anybody that's going to expand and not like be trapped in a box, let them do it.
Do your thing.
I mean, Beyonce's not going to tell me what to play, so I'm not going to tell her.
Well, do we want to get into some music? We're all very excited here to listen to you guys play.
You mind kicking it off, TJ?
Oh, yeah.
I'm still writing my chorus on this song.
Absolutely. Not a problem. We'll do this new one called Help. This one is it's on all platforms too, so you can find me on Spotify or any of it. Just TJ Peterson. Something wrong with the sky. Looks like that sunset is cry. Not sure what there's left to do. Seeing this, can't imagine what the damn day's been through. I need help. Call that SOS. God is talking, sky is falling. Can't you see her face written there? Somebody call for help. I think it sees what we've done. Making decisions without love. Not sure how long this will last. Don't think this will be the last on that cast. I need help. Call that SOS. God is talking. something wrong with the sky. Looks like a sunset is crying. I need help. Call that SOS. Cat is talking, sky is falling. Can't you see her face? Written in red. Somebody call for help. Just call for help. Yeah, there you go.
Wow. Nice.
I don't even understand.
Your voice, your tone
Yeah,
is
it's
just
amazing.
gorgeous.
It's amazing. Like,
I
it
had
almost-
chills.
It made me cry. I had like tears were
Yeah.
so good.
Appreciate that.
Oh,
Wow.
love it. It's so much better in
You're
person.
so effortless.
I know.
It just flows out. Yeah, that's God.
feel
That's
it.
God given.
Yeah.
Feel what you do.
God
So, can
given.
you tell us a little bit about that song before
Oh, yeah.
we jump over to Joey?
So, well, what do y'all think it means?
Well, it feels sad. It feels a little like desperate, like there's some desperation.
End of the rope kind of thing. I'm there.
I don't
End of
listen
the
to
rope.
words. So I don't listen to words. It's just more the feeling. So I never ever know what the words of any song. 'Cause
Really?
I just feel it. Yeah.
Oh, I will listen. If I hear a song, I'll go back, read the words, and listen to it again and listen.
Well, what did you hear?
Crazy. I hear at the end of the rope, but you're ready. Like you want to be better. It's time. And you're ready to take that step. And whatever it is, if you need God, if you need your own spiritual awakening, you're ready. It's time.
That's good because the thing of it is, when I wrote that song, I wanted to make it to where anybody could make it their own and feel what they wanted to. That song's about a sunset.
Wow. Really?
It says the very first line of it is, there's something wrong with the sky. It looks like the sun is still trying. Not sure what else is left to do. Seeing this, can't imagine what the day's been through. It's literally talking about, I was literally looking at the sunset, and I was like, man, everybody's probably thinking that's a pretty sunset, but I'm looking at it like somebody beat the living snot out of it. I'm thinking that thing is, we're walking around like a normal day, and that thing's probably crying for help like it is, and God's crying, and the world, the sky's falling. And you could take it any which way you want, though, and that's what I wanted to do with the song Help, because everybody feels it a certain way.
Yeah.
Everybody's been in that panic mode. Everybody's been in that feeling.
Yeah.
And that's what that was.
And it is. The sunset is the end of something and the
yeah.
beginning of another.
It
So
says, I
that's amazing.
The last lyric says, I think it sees what we've done, making decisions without love. I'm not sure if this is going to last, but it definitely ain't going to be the last stone cast.
Who are you?
Wow.
My
Oh, TJ, I'm going to probably listen to that and read the words like
Yeah.
900 times.
I'm so excited we get to see him tomorrow night.
I know.
We're
gonna.
coming.
guys are coming
Yeah, we're
out.
coming.
Oh, yeah. We're going to be there.
That'll be fun. Yeah, at Scotty's Tap House.
Oh, can't wait. I haven't been there yet. I've been trying to get to see your show out there because you've been there a couple of times.
Yeah, I think we played there a half dozen times.
Yeah.
Or something now. It's always packed when we. I mean, it seems like it's full every time we play.
Yeah, I'm excited. I always had to work that normal job.
So my husband traveled and did bands and recorded and everything all before I met him.
Nice.
So I
man.
never got to see him like in front of an audience playing drums. I've seen him play drums, and believe me, I got sweaty and crazy.
that's a whole nother
But I don't even know what would happen if I saw him in front of an audience.
One set. One set, and you're like, come here.
We're gonna have to put him up on stage tomorrow night.
Yeah.
You can ride the bull if you want. There'll be a bull there.
What?
I can't resist a bull, and he will hold me back because he's like, "You're old now. You can't do the bull
I think
anymore."
the last couple
It would
times,
be like me throwing dice. My bones would just scatter about.
Let's go with it.
the last couple
I
times
love
we
a
played,
bull.
I think they didn't blow it up because the place was so full. So we'll just have to see.
Last time I rode a mechanical bull was in New Orleans.
Nice.
One of those back alley bars.
Oh, boy.
There's video somewhere.
All right, I'm going to get comfortable.
All right, so here's this song. Me and my buddy Mark Daniels wrote it. He's the co-write on this. I just give him a shout out. It's brand new. We haven't played it for anyone besides a couple people that have helped me write it. So
Awesome.
We're honored.
Riding down that highway and I feel about 10 feet tall. She
can't have it her way, she won't have nothing at all. 52 out of Bluefield and I'm running down that track, putting miles between that woman and the wind that's at my back. And I'm gone. If there's nothing left to find, the road goes on. Another love, another time. When that sun comes out tomorrow, I hope I'll be far away. All those angry words between us will be lost in yesterday. It ain't good, it ain't bad, it's just the way it's supposed to be. Well, my head is full of anger, but my heart keeps telling me, moving on ain't the answer to this fight. To come back home. If you'd have me there tonight, our love is strong. Let's just keep this in our sight.
That's a first time, people. I love it.
What I think's crazy is you guys' energy, just like talking, is completely reflected in each of your vibes with music. Like you're super chill, TJ, laid back. Like you're the kind of back alpha wolf that's sort of just watching from back there. And you're like up front. You're like a little ADD. Like you're all, you know what I mean? Like, and you're so high energy and your music is too. It's crazy to talk first and then hear each of your songs because it's just right on brand.
Yeah, I stopped taking the medicine they gave me for that. So it kind of shows
I still take mine. So I
don't change a thing.
Yeah, right?
You know he does Rhiannon too.
Oh my God.
We'll definitely do Rhiannon tonight. That's one of our
We're tomorrow night. We're tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Okay.
Tomorrow night. Okay.
I almost
Just in
named
case.
my daughter Tegan, that's 15. I almost named her Rhiannon. Like everybody talked me out of it because they said nobody'd be able to spell it.
I never talked you out of it. I was all for it.
People could spell it probably.
All right. So tell us a little bit about that song and what's going on.
It really all just started from the riff that kind of comes up over and over again in the song. And then me and Mark sat down and that was just kind of our idea of what the song sort of sounded like, was like a breakup drive off song. But for me to relate to it, I had to like make up with my wife halfway through. So the second chorus is like, I don't know about going down the track, you know, it's kind of it's still, I guess, sort of a work in progress, but I think I'm going to cut it in the next week or two. So
Awesome.
Oh,
I'm
fantastic.
just like tweaking words, you know, like, I don't know if what I'll change, but it'll be something like that recorded pretty soon.
I thought it was fantastic. I love it. I think it's also really relatable for a lot of people. You know?
I was singing with you. I didn't know the words, but I was just like,
Yeah,
it's
because I can
very
definitely
catchy.
relate to like a fight with the wife, but then like you're driving off and you're thinking about it, you know, and you're like, well, I would definitely come back.
Come to your damn senses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What we're going to do next is a speed round. We are just going to ask a this or that and instinctively just give us your best answer. It's not calculus, I promise.
Yeah.
And so we'll just kind of let's go Joey TJ just to keep it smooth. All right. You want to kick off the first one?
You ready?
Yeah.
Stage or studio?
Stage.
Studio.
Interesting. Loud crowd or listening crowd?
Loud crowd.
Listening crowd.
Nice.
What is happening?
All right. Keep going.
I need to know their astrological signs. Okay.
Oh, yeah, we're on that. Perfect show or perfect song?
Perfect song.
Perfect song.
Okay.
We
there
beat
we
on
go.
this one. Whiskey or beer? You're neither.
Just drugs for
Or
me.
water.
Yeah, I was going to have to agree with that. I probably a good salad.
A good salad.
Yeah, good salad.
Good salad.
I think we all agree about that.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Late night riding, not riding like the bull at Rivers or
Writing. Yeah,
Hold on. Start that over.
go ahead.
That one's going to stop because
At least there's no camera.
that could have
That's
went
why
down
there's
quickly.
not a camera. All right.
Okay.
Pronunciate your
I
T.
know. I know, right? And get rid of the accent. Oh my God. I'm like riding. Okay. Late night writing or early morning?
Late night.
Late night.
Okay.
We recorded with Dave Cobb. He said no good music is made before 1 p.m.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Fame or freedom?
Freedom.
Oh, that's tricky because I just want my songs to be heard. So I
Okay.
guess at that point, I just want the songs to be out there. So not so much fame for me, but fame for the song.
Nice.
That would bring you freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are connected for sure.
Mm-hmm. The biggest crowd or the most meaningful crowd?
Meaningful.
The same.
Okay.
Yep.
Artist that changed your life.
I mean, I probably can't give any answer but Oliver Anthony. I mean, he's like my best buddy now, and we've hit the road for the last 2 years and been really doing the thing. So that for me, I would say.
Very cool.
I don't know. I think I'd have to say I've never met him, never seen him.
Doesn't matter.
A lot of
Mhm.
interviews was Dimebag Daryl.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Rockin'.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I watched him. He was one of the guys that I listened to growing up, and to be able to see what he was doing and giving back to the community and doing the things that he was doing for that was pretty amazing.
That's a cool answer. Okay. How about favorite city to play in?
Nashville for me, although it's really just because I lived there for 18 months and I couldn't get a lot done. And now it seems like we can go back and play kind of anywhere. Things have kind of changed a little bit. And I guess not anywhere, but you know what I mean? Like I can get a gig somewhere now, whereas before it was like, if I could even play without someone telling me to shut up, I was lucky when I lived there. So
Well,
I think,
the energy vibrates.
and I think Nashville for me, but I love Texas and Florida and stuff too. The crowds are great. Even good old West Virginia has great crowds.
Yeah.
I've definitely been to some good shows in West Virginia.
Mhm. I lived in Morgantown. I think we talked about this, Joey.
Nice. Yeah,
For a lot of years, I did radio there.
Nice. My band played Tipsy Teas a month or two ago.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I did read about that. Yeah, I want to come out and see you in West Virginia sometime. That'd be fun.
Oh, well, we'll be there in March. We're playing Wayfair Appalachia with the whole band. Well,
Really?
that's Tazewell, Virginia, but you're like right there at the line if you're not picky.
No, I'm not picky. Okay, and how about you, TJ? Favorite city?
I really don't have a favorite city. I can't say I do. I enjoyed playing out there in Texas a little bit. I enjoyed playing in Carolina. I mean, I enjoyed playing in a lot of different places.
You just love to play.
Yeah.
That's the best part, right, Joey? TJ?
Seeing
It's just
somewhere different, something new.
I always wondered if crowds were different, different vibe. Because I feel like Richmond is a little sedate.
Yeah.
Definitely. And Nashville. I find
Good
that about
call.
Nashville too. Like you either get like the crowd that was they're like the station in kind of crowd that was here to see like exactly what country music's all about,
Right.
or you have like the totally wasted,
It's like-
completely obnoxious like bridal parties and drunk guys.
Right.
Oh, yeah,
Texas
yeah.
and Utah, like being down in Texas, everybody knows what they're doing. You got the whole country scene, you got everything going on, and then you go to like St. George, Utah, or somewhere, out there. When I was out there, was country scene was wanted there, but not really what you would expect. But everybody loved it. I mean, they ate it up.
Yeah, I saw you were on Cloud 9 in Utah, right? That was
paper jams.
Yeah, Paper
That
Jams.
was it.
Yeah, that was really
When I played
good.
for my song 100 Proof when I was talking to one of the very first labels.
More swingers per capita in Utah. Interesting.
Well, they all get married at like 17 years old.
You know.
They're ready to get their freak on.
That's good to know. The more you know.
We trust you. So, Joey and TJ, you guys have been staying at the Mill.
Yeah, the Cross Mill Art Gallery is just awesome. You get there, there's not really any TVs and distractions. It's just you and the lake and all this art. People have been creating in there for like 100 years or something. I don't know the exact dates, but Nancy Witt has been sculpting and painting, and you can just kind of still feel the artist soul of the place. You can just sit in there. Like I said, that song I played is the first thing I ever wrote in 20 years. And
Yeah.
just from sitting upstairs in the mill, it came out in no time, an hour or something.
Mm-hmm.
And TJ, you said
Oh, yeah.
you were inspired to write while you were there.
Absolutely. Well, it's not only is it like you get that historical feeling, right? Like, but at the same time, like there's so much inspiration, like every few feet.
Yeah.
It just with the vibe of it, the way it's built. Then you got the lakes or the ponds that are behind it, and just the view, just the feeling, the comfort. It's that I don't know, that getaway that just kind of lets your mind go and does its thing. So it's just I absolutely adore it. I love it.
And I think that's the whole vibe they're going for, is to have a kind of retreat for artists to be able to relax and actually
create
and be inspired.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Literally, I was up there, like, I come up with like 5 different ideas for songs.
Yeah.
And I'm usually one type of person. Like, I was like, Help, Driving Nails. I wrote all 3 of those songs within an hour together. So I wrote 3 songs in 1 hour.
Wow.
So it's like, I'm really good and direct, like, when I'm doing my songs. But for me being there, it was like the ideas and the flow is just happens. So it's really cool, really, really cool spot.
I can't wait till we can be there a little bit more, Johnny.
Yes, and we are. Hint, hint.
I didn't get you guys' astrological sign. I need to know that. I'm weaving it in, Joey.
Capricorn.
Okay.
Aries.
Interesting. I don't normally like Aries.
Oh, I
You're
love
fantastic.
Aries.
Well, you guys haven't
See,
spent that
that's
much time
funny.
together yet. You don't know.
I love Aries. Y'all are the fire starters. You have the most brilliant ideas. You just need somebody to help you implement.
Facts. I've been saying that the entire time.
Joey and TJ, I know you guys have a show to get to, so thank you for being on the hook. Before we let you guys go, can you each give a shout out to where people can find you, your social media, websites, whatever you got where people can track you down?
I'm joeydavis.music on all your things.
All the things.
That makes it easy, Joey.
Well, I'm TJ Peterson on mostly everything except for my TikTok. That's going to be tj.peterson93.
Beautiful. Cannot wait to go see you guys tomorrow night. I'm so glad that worked out too.
I know.
Me
We're
too.
really excited.
We'll be at Scotty's Tap House starting about 9 o'clock, and we'll go till somewhere around midnight.
And if you're hearing this the day we release it, that would be Saturday, February 21st.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks for being on the hook. We trust you. This is The Hook.
And once you're in,
You're in.
so if you're creative and listening to this,
We want your story.
the messy one
The real one.
and the one that you don't usually post.
You can submit to be on the show by visiting our website and filling out the Be on the Hook form. Just head to johniandjess.com. That's JOHNIANDJESS.com. That's where you'll find everything you need to get started.
And you can follow us on Facebook at The Hook to stay up to date on new episodes, featured artists, and what's coming next.
This has been Jess
And Johnny,
reminding you,
every artist has a story.
and every story has a hook.
You're on the hook with Johnny and Jess. Real conversations with musicians, artists, and creatives.
If you're a musician, artist, or creative, your website shouldn't look like an afterthought.
Your brand is your stage, and your website is often the first place people decide if you're the real deal.
River City Consulting builds websites specifically for creatives, musicians, performers, and artists who need an online presence that matches their talent.
They're also the official website agency for the Hook podcast.
Learn more at rivercityconsulting.com and use promo code THEHOOK for serious savings.
The Hook podcast.